Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy here. I'm also known as ETCG1 when I post videos to this channel. Here in ETCG1 I start things off with, hey, if it's your birthday, I want to wish you a very special happy birthday. Please enjoy this digital confection that I found for you. Now that we're all satiated by our digital cake, I'd like to talk about my theory about the 3 different types of car people that are out there. Yeah, that was a nod to the Quentin Tarantino movie that I actually hate. I believe there are 3 different types of car people that are out there, and they are as follows. The first group is the new car buying people, and they are the people that I believe are buying the vehicles based on what they like and what they want. So they are the people that can go out and walk into the dealership, sign their name to a lease or a loan, or maybe even buy the vehicle outright and drive out the door with it, with a brand new vehicle. They are the vanguard. They are the first people to get that vehicle, order that vehicle. They decide what color it is, they decide what option it has, and frankly, they drive all the rest of us in the other categories down below, because if they weren't purchasing those new vehicles, we wouldn't have any used vehicles to buy or fix up or anything else. So we need them to do what they do. And what they do is basically they can pay top dollar for their transportation. And I think that may be how they look at it. They may not necessarily look at it as a car or a truck that gets them from place to place. They may look at it as the experience they're going to have for the next few months, year, whatever, however long they decide to keep that vehicle. It may be a vehicle that they've waited years to save up for and get, so I'm not saying that just rich people are in the new car category. I'm saying that these are people that's their target. They want no problems. They want a warranty. They want to either make the monthly payment or have the car paid for and be done with it. That's where they're at. And again, I think they drive the rest of the other 2 categories, because without them, we wouldn't have really the other 2 categories. And category number 2 in my mind is the car payment people. And car payment people can be new car people, as well as like used car people, maybe making payments on something. But I think the focus of the second group, the car payment people, which I think are the largest group in all of this, those are the people that, well, they're on a budget, I think. And I think that they are targeting reliability best of all, but also affordability is a concern. And I'm not saying affordability is not a concern with the first group, but I think it is less so than it is with the second group. I think the people in the second group go to a dealership, used car, or like I said, new car, and they're looking for the best value. They're looking for the vehicle that will get them from point A to point B with the least amount of problems, the least amount of warranty work, the least amount of service work. And that's something that has evolved over the past few years. I've watched services on vehicles go from doing a bunch of stuff to relatively nothing. And I blame Hyundai for this and their 100,000-mile warranty on their vehicles. They were selling directly to this number 2 group that I'm talking about, in that they were saying, we're going to put 100,000 miles or 10 years, 100,000-mile warranty on this vehicle that you buy new. And I think they were targeting the used car people, trying to bring them into the new car land so that they would purchase those vehicles. And a lot of people did. Now, as far as value for money and all that kind of thing, I'm not going to get into brands. I'm not going to get into who's better than who. I just want to break it down into the groups as I see them. And lastly, I don't want to call it the bottom of the pile, but I think a lot of us fall into this group, actually groups 2 and 3 that watch this channel. And the third group, I'm going to call you wizards. And I'm calling you wizards, I'm including me in this group. And these are people that truly understand automotive, how they work, and they likely will not make a car payment on anything. They will try to find something, try to get something, try to make it work. So these are people that are probably frequenting salvage yards. So they know the salvage yard, they know the vehicles that are there, they know the kind of parts that are valuable, they know the vehicles that are valuable. They have a completely different perspective than the people making car payments, because they're going about everything completely differently than they are. The car payment people and new car payment people, I believe, are investing they're putting their investment in that car payment, in those service payments, what have you. So they have a certain budget in mind, whereas the wizards, the last group, I think these people are thinking about what they can do with what they have. And they may be even fixing cars up and selling them and just basically gaming the system. I'm not saying that they're they're a problem or whatever, or better than the rest. I'm saying that they are different. They are completely different in their approach to vehicle ownership. And I think they would prefer to outrightly own a vehicle over making payments on one, hence the reason I think they live in this category of what I call wizards. And they are using their skills and their tools over their finances because, quite frankly, they may not have those finances. I think people with money don't necessarily have to do these types of things in order to enjoy themselves. I think it's very easy for them to pay for that fun that they have. And again, I'm not getting down on them because if not for the first group, the new car buying group, the rest of us wouldn't have any vehicles to work with. So that's just a fact that you cannot get around. But that said, that's my take on the 3 different types of vehicle owners that are out there. What group do you see yourself in? Is there another group that I missed? Do you have a completely different take on the entire situation, or have I sparked some kind of conversation or touched a nerve within you and you just want to light me up in the comments? Please do. I thought I would share that with you today. I hope you are having a great day, and I hope the rest of your day is awesome. But if you have automotive questions during that day, I ask that you head down to the description and head over to EricTheCarGuy.com, which is linked down there in the description if you have those automotive questions. Also, there will be additional other videos and things, additional information and other videos for you to check out. So please check the description for additional info. Thank you so much for watching today. Be safe, have fun, stay dirty. I'll see you next time.